Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's the first video you've watched of mine. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading for the message you most need to hear right now. So we've got 3 different decks for you to choose from. This is going to be pile 1, the World Unknown Tarot. This is pile 2, the Lunar Soul Tarot. And this one is pile 3, the Green Witch Tarot. So hopefully you can see those okay. Just take a minute to decide whichever one you feel most drawn to, and then we'll jump into your reading. Just give you a little minute to decide. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way and we'll get going with pile 1. Okay. Alright, so hi pile 1, this is your reading with the World Unknown Tarot here. So I'm just going to give these a little shuffle. I already did shuffle the cards before I started recording, but just to give it a little extra shuffle, and we're going to ask what is the message you most need to hear right now. So let's pull a few cards for group number 1, please. Ooh, nearly dropped half the deck. Okay. Alright, so I had 3 cards that all want to jump out at the same time, but I'm going to take them. So, okay, first up you have the Judgment card. Okay, that's your first card here. And then the 3 of Wands. I'll just pull these up a bit. And the 8 of Wands. Okay, so just give me a little minute to tune into this. Okay, so for card 1, the Judgment card. So this is quite a, I don't know if you can pick up the vibe from this, but this is quite a kind of spiritual card, and especially for me, this depiction, just because of this, bird at the top here that's I don't know, there's something almost kind of angelic about it. So this is talking about a rebirth, an awakening. It could be, a literal wake-up call, something, it's a major arcana, so it's probably something quite big that has happened recently to you, or it's about to happen, and it can be to do with your calling, what you're here to do in life. Just make sure you can see that properly. So yeah, this is talking about, really waking up to maybe some, things that you might have to let go, or things that have ended in your life recently, so that new stuff can come in, you can start a new chapter, but it's quite beautiful energy. It's it really is about rebirth, and especially because this is all birds on this particular version of the card, it makes me think of the phoenix, rising from the ashes, really being reborn. So if something's come to an end recently, or something is ending, and that can feel quite difficult sometimes, or scary if you don't know, if you just don't know what's going to happen. I see this as a reassurance that you're, on the right path, and this is going to work out. This is going to be positive for you. Just thinking if there's anything else about this card. I think that's the main, what I'm getting from this. It's really about the rebirth. It can also be, a reminder to be discerning, and so just like really tune in to yourself and to what your kind of instincts are telling you is right for you, and to come away from, you know, being too judgmental either towards yourself or towards other people, because, you know, it's like I said, it's a major arcana, but it's also like it's later on, it's number 20, if you can see that up here. So, you know, it's like later on in the journey of the major arcana, so it's like you've already gathered a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, so, you know, you can use that to help you make the right judgment call. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for your first card. And then along with that, your second card, you have the Three of Wands. I love this. I say that, I swear I say that about every card every time I do one of these readings, but I just love the colours. It's so pretty. So this one, it really, yeah, it ties in with like the rebirth aspects of the Judgment card, because it's all about like expansion and like putting yourself out there, basically. So when you have the Two of Wands, that's more about like kind of planning and strategizing and almost like laying the foundations. And then when you get to, you know, the Three, it's like it's time to start putting yourself out there. It's time to start, you know, you might have already started putting yourself out there, but whatever this rebirth is talking about, you know, it's going to lead to a lot of expansion for you, a lot of growth, and it almost looks like with these, the way the wands are together here, and you've got like this like really pretty colours in the middle. To me, that looks almost like a kind of portal, you know, like a window or a doorway that you can be stepping through, because whatever it is that you've already kind of been laying the groundwork for, it's like this is gonna open up new opportunities for you, that are really exciting, you know, because this is something that I find quite cool about these cards. You know, there are a lot of black and a lot of black and white, and then just with like these little bits of colour. So, you know, it's like you're coming out of this like kind of grey, black and white environment and stepping through into this amazing like technicolor new world almost. That's the feeling that I'm getting with your card number 2. Okay, so you're having some kind of rebirth, and it's going to lead to this expansion, this new opportunities, this like stepping into a whole new world, which I shouldn't say because it makes me think of Aladdin, but okay, and then that leads to the Eight of Wands, so which is like, for one thing, quite a big jump. So it sort of suggests to me, you know, if you go along with this energy, don't try and resist this rebirth, don't try and like hang on to things from the past that are leaving. Allow yourself to like step into this expansion. It's gonna like boom, like this lightning bolt here. It's like gonna really power you forward, because the Eight of Wands is all about like fast movement forward, a lot of communication. So you could be getting a lot of fast communication. So it could be like phone calls, emails. It could be a career thing, you know, like suddenly all these new opportunities coming forwards for you. It doesn't have to be a career, but you know, it could be in love too, or you know, in anything really. But just like new, like fast moving messages, sorry, and new opportunities that are going to come in, and it might be quite sort of surprising or shocking even, because you do have the lightning bolt here. It's like, you know, it's powerful. It's a really powerful energy, and you know, you've got one major arcana and 2 wands cards, and wands are all about like fire and passion, creativity and drive. You know, they give us like motivation. So, you know, whether it is career or love or whatever it is that, you know, you were kind of thinking about when you chose this group today, you know, it's really a lot of potential for like really fast movement forward here. Like I said, if you don't resist this like rebirth and you're willing to put yourself out there with the Three of Wands, and you know, you might have to step outside your comfort zone a little bit, but that's how we grow, and you know, that's how we, you know, kind of bring on new opportunities to us. And you know, with these two Wands cards, I feel like it's just going to be really fast moving. So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting like pile, I feel. Just see if there's anything else that I can get from that. Yeah, I said that Eight of Wands is, you know, often about messages. I'm just getting a drink. So there might be a lot of communication happening around this as well. But yeah, it looks like whatever's happening over the next probably couple of weeks or, you know, month or so, it's going to be something quite exciting and something that you know, are passionate and excited about with this Three of Wands and Eight of Wands here. So I'm trying not to waffle on too much, so I'm just going to grab you one of these Moonology cards, Oracle card. These are really cool, to see if we can get like a sort of overview of your message and like advice for you on how to kind of make the most of this amazing fiery passionate energy that's coming in for you, group 1. Okay, these are quite hard to shuffle for me because Oracle cards are kind of bigger. They're tend to be a lot bigger than ooh, I've got tiny hands, so okay, this is what the one I got for you. Here we go. Be bold and make the first move. So, which makes sense because, you know, just as I was just talking about, like with these like fiery passionate Wands cards here, you know, yeah, it's kind of time for you. It feels like what I'm feeling is like it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone and really put yourself out there, and you know, that's how you're going to attract these new opportunities and this like really fast movement forwards, and you know, leaving behind whatever you don't need anymore from the past and stepping into this like whole new chapter for you, something that's going to be very exciting and passionate. So that's pretty cool. I hope you liked that. I hope it resonates for you. Let me know if it did down in the comments. I keep forgetting to mention that I'm doing a competition now, monthly competition. So every month I'm going to pick a subscriber to win a free reading. So if you want to be entered, you just need to subscribe and leave me a comment on any of my videos and I will enter you. And then I'm going to pick someone at random at the end of every month. So thank you for letting me read for you today, group 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, if you like a personal reading, I do email readings. You can go to my website or send me an email. The details are down in the description below, and I hope I see you again next time. Okay, bye pile 1. Alright. Okay. So now we're moving on to pile 2. Hi pile 2. You chose the Lunar Soul Tarot, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards a little bit more for you. I just had, you know, I had these cards near my incense and they smell, I love the smell of incense, they smell so good. Okay, I did have some cards for them, but I feel like I didn't ask for a message for you yet, so I just want to shuffle a bit more. So give us a message for group 2 that they most need to hear right now. Let's see, what does group 2 most need to hear right now? I dropped something there. Let me just pick that up. Oh wow, that's a good card to start off with. Here we have, oh, focus please. Oh, there we go, the sun. I'll put that there for you, which is awesome. That's a good start. Message for pile 2, please. What do they most need to hear right now? Okay, so I got 2 that just kind of came out together, so let's take both of them. You've got the Page of Cups. Can you please, I don't know why my camera's not focusing today. Probably not holding it, but hopefully you can see that. Anyway, this is the Page of Cups. Excuse me. And the third card for you was the Lovers. So there's quite a lot of, you know, you've got 2 major arcana cards here, and we've only got 3 cards, so you've got quite a lot of strong energies going on for you, like, you know, this is big stuff and big important things happening for you. So let's jump in like with the first card. So this is such a positive, it's like the most positive card really in the whole deck. You can see here on this depiction you have, there we go, oh, just focus camera. You can see here you've got like the 2 children like holding hands. Is that a unicorn? Yeah, it is. It's usually a horse, but in this version it's a unicorn, which I like. It's like a kind of a bit magical, and you know, they're kind of like in the garden dancing, and obviously you have the sun here, like super bright, smiling down. So this is, you know, this is super positive. It's all about kind of almost like childlike joy, just being like in that kind of being in the moment, enjoying, you know, everything that you have around you basically. So if you're not feeling like that, then this is a good sign that this is coming out for you. You know, these really positive times where you're going to be feeling, you know, so happy, and like these 2 little kids, just, you know, really joyful. And you know, the unicorn there is making me really, like I said, it's magical. It makes me think of kind of like, you know, how when you're a kid anything seems possible, you know, and then we get older and sometimes you just maybe get a bit cynical or a bit jaded, and but this energy isn't like that. It's like you're back to being a kid again, and feeling all of that joy and promise, and you know, so it's really quite a beautiful energy. I'm just looking at the like flowers here as well. You know, to me, where you have like flowers in nature, that represents like abundance, so you might have some abundance coming in for you too. But yeah, there's not much more to say about this card really. It's just about a lot of happiness, so we like that. That's a nice card to start off with. And then, you know, here with the second card, you might have been thinking about you know, relationship or kind of love or creativity, you know, something that it's probably whatever you think about when you chose your pile, it's probably something that's quite like close to your heart and quite important to you, because, you know, I have these 2 major arcana cards on either side, and then in the middle we have a cups card, and cups are all about our emotions and like creativity and intuition, like emotional fulfillment. So with the Page, I like this depiction of the Page, how she's kind of like looking up at the moon, which to me symbolizes like being in tune with your intuition. It's almost like she's kind of like hovering over the waves here. So water represents, you know, again, our emotions, and there is like some pretty big waves there. So I don't know if you might have been feeling a bit emotional, or, you know, some big emotions coming up, And with it, like I was saying, with the page, it's a youthful energy. So I feel like for you, this could be something quite new, or if it's not something new, then it's moving into a new kind of phase, a new aspect that is very different. So you might feel a bit, because the pages always make me think of like the student kind of energy. So you might not feel particularly confident. You might not feel, you might feel like this is so, I'm just beginning, I'm just starting out in whatever this is. And, like I said, I feel like it's something close to your heart. I noticed that she's holding the cup like over her heart there. So, I'm just kind of getting this impression of like, not to be too, be careful not to be too closed off, and to kind of be open to sharing your emotions, your creativity, like expressing yourself. But you might be learning how to do that, or learning how to do that in a new way that feels very new to you. And like I said, how she's looking at the moon, I feel like this is a message to really use your intuition, really tap into, how you're feeling deep within, because that's going to help guide you, and it'll help you to sort of overcome these like maybe more turbulent emotions, or just, they don't have to be like negative. It could just be really powerful, because I'm not seeing anything negative here. This is like, the sun is it's such a positive card. It could, it could just be like when you first meet someone that you just really kind of click with, and it's so exciting, and it feels almost like overwhelming. It's like a whirlwind, how, that expression, like being swept off your feet. It feels sometimes just like a lot. So what I'm getting is that, your intuition is going to help you to kind of overcome that, and like keep your balance and not get too sort of swept away by these emotions. But it's quite a nice card as well, especially when you have it combined with the other cards that you have here. And yeah, it's important to express yourself when you have the Page of Cups coming up, and express how you're feeling, be quite open, use your intuition, use your creativity as well. And that doesn't have to be like, sometimes people think creativity means just like painting or music, which obviously it can be that stuff, writing, whatever. But it can be anything that just, where you kind of just lose yourself in it, and it, it feels really good. That's the kind of stuff that I feel like you're being called to focus on at the moment. Anything which kind of just fills your heart with joy, fills you with this like childlike kind of optimism and wonder, because these are just really, beautiful energies coming out for you here, group 2. I'm very happy for you. And with your third and final card here, we have the Lovers. I really like this depiction on this version here. So the Lovers has a couple of meanings. So the first one is that, you might have some choices to make, choices between different options coming up. And as you can see here, like this is kind of like a sort of angelic figure at the top of the card here. And it's like how these two figures are like connected through the third eye. What is through the third eye? Yeah, through the third eye chakra in their foreheads there. Again, it's this like strong message about tuning into your intuition and allowing, your higher self, your higher guidance to like help you with any decisions. So if you do have a decision or a choice to make, then, that's what's going to help you, like your intuition, you're listening to your higher self, your higher guidance. And obviously this, I won't say obviously, but you can probably guess that this also has, you know, associations with like romance and romantic love, or just, you know, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be like just a kind of two people coming together that are really, you know, like balance each other out, and it's very harmonious, like harmonious union. That can either be you and another person, or it can be like within yourself, like coming into balance, coming, you know, and kind of uniting the different aspects of yourself so that you can, you know, be really, yeah, just really balanced and, you know, almost like, it's like because this is number 6 in the major arcana, so it's 6 is all about like harmony and equality and, you know, balance and stuff like that. So I just feel like this is such a positive message. I almost like don't know what else to say to you, group 2, because yeah, it's like either you are in a very, you know, happy situation right now, or this is what's coming in, and yeah, it's, you're just being called to like rely on your intuition, to tune into your intuition and express yourself kind of quite openly, express your creativity, and if you need to make any choices, going within and listening to that like higher guidance, higher aspect of yourself is going to help guide you. And, you know, there could be someone coming in, another person coming in that you're going to be coming into union with. But if it's not that, then, you know, it's about you coming into this like really balanced harmony within yourself. So, which either way is like really beautiful. And I mean, you saw me shuffling, so like I didn't pick those cards out for you. They just came out really nice. So I'm very happy for you, pal, too. I'm just going to quickly pull a Moonology Oracle card. I feel like that was a pretty clear message, but let's just see if we can get another little advice card for you, or like an overview for your situation. Oh my god, these are so hard for me to shuffle. I say this every time because the oracle cards are really big and my hands are really tiny. So, excuse me. Okay, let's just get an advice card for group 2, please. Oh, nice. Luck is on your side. So if you have been feeling a bit, I don't know, a bit apprehensive about really opening up, I just say that because, like I said, she's holding this cup like close to her chest, and maybe feeling like whatever this is, it's something very new. I just get the feeling of like not wanting to mess it up, or, you know, not wanting to give away too much maybe, in case it somehow goes wrong. But yeah, just remember that you have got New Moon in Sagittarius, you have got luck on your side, and, you know, you're just being really encouraged here to be quite open and to share yourself, share your truth, share your feelings openly, share your creativity, and yeah, you're gonna have, it's gonna lead to this like really joyful union, which is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed that, group 2. I hope that resonated for you. If you liked this reading, please leave a comment, let me know if it resonated. I am trying to remember to tell everyone I'm doing a competition now, so every month I'm going to choose one of my subscribers to win a free like personal reading with me. So if you want to be entered, you just need to subscribe and leave a comment on one of my videos, and I will enter you. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Thanks, group 2. Let's clear this away. Excuse me. I need a drink. Okay. Ooh. So last but not least, we have pile 3. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. And I'm just going to do a little quick bit of shuffling. I already shuffle before I start recording, but I like to just do a little bit on camera as well. Well, I'm not, you can't really see me, but I'm going to just rifle shuffle these as well. So I feel like the first 2 groups were pretty positive, so let's hope that we get something really beautiful message for you as well, really positive message for you. So what does group 3 most need to hear right now? Message for pile 3, please. This is actually one of my favourite decks, so it's getting a little bit battered. I am a bit aggressive when I shuffle. Okay, come on, I don't know why I'm not getting any cards. Come on, give us a message for group 2. Well, okay, so first card out is, oh, can you see that? Knight of Swords or Athames? My camera doesn't seem to be focusing very well today. I don't know what's going on, but so that's the Knight of Swords. That's your first card out. Oh, that was much quicker. And the Horned God, or the Emperor. And I love this depiction. Studley Emperor is how I think of him. There. Looking very, yeah, looking good. Okay, one more card for group 3, please. Oh wow, guys. I feel like people are not going to believe that I shuffled these on camera, because they came out so good today, all of the groups. So this is the Earth Mother, or she's sometimes called, please focus camera. Oh, I don't know why this is happening. Okay, the Empress, the Earth Mother, which is the counterpart to the Emperor or the Horned God in this deck. So very cool. Just give me a minute to like tune in, but I don't know what you were thinking about when you chose this group, but if it was a relationship, then I'm very excited for you. So I'm a little sip of my drink there. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords or Knight of Athames, this is like fast movement forwards. Can we just get the camera to like focus a bit more? I don't know why it's doing that, so hopefully you can see him anyway. You can see like here the sort of dust being kicked up, and that's because this knight is like the fastest knight in the whole deck. You know, the swords are like very fast moving energy, and with the Knight of Swords, you know, all of the knights are to do with like communication and movement forward, but they kind of go at different speeds. But our Knight of Swords, he's like charging forwards. You can see he's got his like sword in hand there, so that usually represents like truth. So you could have someone coming towards you that wants to share some truth with you. You know, I mentioned before about if you are thinking romantically, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friend or family member, or you know, someone that you work with. It could be anyone, but it's not particularly emotional like energy. It's more because swords are more to do with like our intellect, and you know, it's like a mental energy and like logic, but to me this is really about sharing truth and wanting to like kind of rush in quite quickly with some whoever this person is, what they feel as like some important truths that they want you to know, basically. I'm just like tuning in to see if there's anything else I can pick up with this. Yeah, I think that's it for our Knight of Swords. And so then moving on to the Emperor. Look at this. I do love this depiction. So he's the horned god in this deck. So this is about, you know, structure and discipline. The Emperor he's a leader. He's like all the kings in the deck kind of rolled into one. He's kind of like mastered, you know, all of the different aspects of the different suits. So, you know, he's like, I mean, he's the Emperor, you know, he's in charge. So, but it doesn't have to be a man. It's just representing that like masculine energy of kind of really taking charge and like taking the lead. And so because we were asking for, you know, a message for you, and it's kind of a bit different because, don't stick to my hand, it's kind of a bit different because you got you got both kind of sides of the coin. You got the horned god and the earth mother, you got the emperor and the empress. So normally if you just had the emperor, I would say, you know, this is about kind of taking action and taking charge and like taking the lead and all the rest of it, you know, like that, those very strong action type roles. But because you got both of them coming out, I feel like it's more an encouragement for you to try and be quite balanced. So whenever this person, whoever it is coming in to share this like truthful message with you, you know, I feel like the best way for you to deal with that is to try and be quite balanced in your approach. But yeah, like I was saying with the Emperor, he's all about kind of like building and stability. So I'm getting very strong, and especially with this, like just the way he's drawn here, you know, it's really about standing in your power and, you know, like setting your boundaries, knowing like what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, and like communicating that, and just being, you know, the way he's just like stood here with all the animals around him, it's like really, you know, knowing, like I said, knowing what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, and just like sticking to that, communicating that. And you know, there's a lot of strength here, but it's not like aggressive, it's not, you know, he doesn't overpower. Especially, this is actually my favourite of all the decks that I have. This is like my favourite depiction of the Emperor because, you know, although he's like a strong leader, he doesn't try and like overpower everyone else. He's, you know, more like a fatherly type energy, kind of protective, and I feel like you really get that with all these animals kind of like surrounding him here. So yeah, for you, this is like a message to be in your power, stand in your power, set your boundaries firmly. If you know, have like a vision of what you want to create or what you want to build for your future, you know, tapping into this Emperor energy can help you like lay the foundation, really strong foundations for the future. But then, yeah, like I was saying, along with that, you're gonna also need to balance that out with the beautiful Empress or Earth Mother energy. I just want to see if I can get the camera to focus a bit better. Hopefully you can see that, because she's so gorgeous, like full of abundance. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this is like a cornucopia here. It's just like overflowing with, I mean, what does she have? It's like apples and other fruit and stuff in there, but it's like, you know, she's all about abundance and growing, you know, growing things. So obviously in this particular version she is pregnant, so you could be pregnant, it could be quite literal, but it doesn't have to be that at all, because it can just be about you like I said, if you have this like vision for what you want in the future, like be clear about it, you know, with the Emperor, be, you know, kind of laying down the foundations, like taking action for that. But also with the Empress, it's like giving space for that, you know, creation to grow, to, you know, come kind of like into maturity, like you would with a pregnancy, or, you know, just like what happens in nature. You know, we don't like rush things. So I feel like that's another thing with the Knight of Swords. You know, you might want to have to just be a bit careful not to kind of rush into things too much, and just allow stuff to sort of progress naturally, because, you know, with the two, you know, counterparts here, the Emperor and the Empress, or the Horn Guard and the Earth Mother, like, you know, this could lead to either, and it's kind of similar to what group 2 had actually, it could lead to either a really amazing partnership with another person, or it could just be you yourself kind of coming into a really balanced, like beautiful, like balancing the like masculine, feminine sides of yourself. You know, this is not talking about gender, it's like just those energies within it, like they're in all of us. You know, the masculine side is the more like action orientated, and the feminine side is more intuitive. It's more, you know, allowing things to kind of happen in their own time, allowing things to kind of grow, and, you know, then kind of picking your moment to strike almost when, you know, it's like the right time, and when the fruit is ripe basically here. So but yeah, definitely a lot of potential for something. I mean, I don't know what's happening, but it's like it must be something pretty incredible, because you've got the two major arcana like right after each other here. So whatever it is, whatever this communication or truth that's coming in, you know, it's really gonna bring you an opportunity to, like I said, either build a beautiful partnership, or is coming into balance in those energies within yourself to like, I definitely get there's something about growing something really beautiful for your future vision, and, you know, with the Emperor like laying those foundations, and with the Empress like allowing that to grow and like come to maturity. But yeah, that's another really good pile, so I'm very happy that we've had some like really nice messages today, and I just want to pull for you here we go, Moonology Oracle card, to see if we can get any final advice or like overview for your reading today, group 3. So what final message do we have for group number 3, please? Ooh, you're very close to achieving your goal. So this is awesome. So whatever it is that you've been like working on, or like I said, whatever your vision is for the future, I feel like, you know, kind of keeping on standing in your power about whatever it is, and sticking to your vision, and just like allowing things to unfold naturally, and, you know, yeah, this is what you're gonna see. You're very close to achieving your goal, so kind of keep going is what I'm getting from that. So congratulations, group 3. That was a good message, I think. I hope it resonated for you. If you liked it, please leave me a comment, subscribe. I'm also trying to remember to tell everyone that I'm running a monthly competition now, so if you subscribe and leave me a comment, I will enter you into the competition to win a personal reading. Thanks for watching, and you have a great rest of your day. Okay, hope I see you next time.